Okay, you may have seen our next guest on screen as Tootie in Different Strokes or Facts of Life. Now you can see her at the Chicago Women's Expo happening tomorrow and the Great Food Expo happening on Sunday.
And Kim joins us now with all the details. Welcome.
Thank you. So great to be here. I like how you just jumped from Different Strokes to the Food Expo.
I know.
She ain't done nothing between now and today.
Your range is fantastic, right?
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about first of all, you have such a long resume. Everybody knows who you are, and it's just one of those things that, you know you from the Facts of Life. One of the questions I was thinking about in preparation for the interview was, that was such a women-heavy show. The cast you were surrounded by women all the time. How did working in that atmosphere sort of get you to where you are today, and how did it help you in your adult life, your business life now that we'll talk about in a second?
Yeah. Well, with Facts of Life, I mean, that was being more so surrounded with girls.
Yeah.
I mean, living single was more so the whole women vibe.
Right.
And girls growing up over 9 years. So between the two shows, 14 years of female ensemble television, it certainly has shaped me into a great deal of who I am today, being around strong people, and not just the girls/women on the shows, but even our crew, our amazing crews behind the scenes, some of whom I work with today. My makeup artist, Stephanie Cozart, on my current series, she was my makeup artist on Facts of Life.
Really?
So, absolutely. So it's one of those things where if you're blessed to be in the game for a long time, you might get a chance to, cross paths with people again and again. And they certainly have really been a part of my village and who I am now as a creative, as a storyteller, as an actor, as a creator of characters. And when I'm creating my blends for the coffee and tea line, I really think of it in the same process as creating the characters that I've created for all these years, breathing life into them, the backstory, what's going to be interesting in terms of layers, in terms of, the flavor of a character is very much like the flavor of a coffee.
Okay, since we're going to be talking about the coffee
Yes,
and the tea here too.
Cheers, my friends.
We have a
Cheers.
segment on the show, Celebrity, where we like to dish on some celebrity things. So I have to ask you, how did you do a season of The Real Housewives coming from a woman with all the support to not get a lot of support?
Well, come on, Segway. That was marvelously done, my friend. Well, the thing about it was being able to go into spaces I've not been in before.
Okay.
In 2016, that was my 40th year in show business. And I said to my team, I only want to do things that are different. I only want, oh, come on, y'all. Come on. Director, back here. Let's cut back. Thank you. Here we go. Hi. How are you? And so being able to do that show, do Dancing with the Stars, it was a time to do things I'd not done before. And that's been the narrative ever since, going to uncharted waters and don't swim. I mean, don't drown,
right?
But swim,
yeah, absolutely.
and swim well, and that's what I think, was the order of the day in that environment.
I love that. You got to try new things, but we should still let's talk about the coffee.
Let's talk about coffee.
Yes.
How? I mean, actor, director, producer, you've done everything.
Yeah.
How did you get to coffee?
So I've always loved coffee, and it's one of those things that you get a lot of sense memory, aromatherapy and all of that, and so the aromatic environment and the experiences that it gives you is just great. And so that was one of the first things when I was a kid. My fourth grade teacher would read Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory to us every day. And so, she would have this big mug, this thermos of coffee. And so the smell of the coffee, the Wonka Chocolate Factory and all that. So then cut to me wanting to be an entrepreneur as a grown-up. And I thought, that's it, because I'm very passionate. If I'm going to do something, I'm all in.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't just, slap my name on it or license my likeness or anything like that. And so wanting to do something that I knew that I could really be a part of and create and tell stories even with the coffee. And it's a sustainable, timeless business.
Oh,
yes. Absolutely.
It is really interesting
tastes
how
so good,
I mean,
too.
all the
Thank
smell.
you.
I mean, it's almost like, I don't want to call it like a perfume, but it kind of has that like.
It's very much so. It's an all-encompassing moment, And I feel like for me, as you just saw, people have let me into their lives and their homes since I was 7 years old, and so to be able to be a part of their moments in all the day with coffee, I think is just something that I like, kind of being an undercurrent with them,
That's so
throughout
cool.
the day.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about you bringing coffee to the Women's Expo this weekend.
Yes, this weekend at the Convention Center in Rosemont. Y'all know the name of it. I have not had all of my coffee.
You're good.
So yeah, don't be like, well, what's the name of it? Look it up. Rosemont, yes, that's it.
Donald E. Stevens Convention Center.
There you go. Yes, and so it's the Women's Expo, and I'm a part of the Women's Expo tour for I don't know how many years now. But then we also are doing it in connection with the Food Expo. And so my coffee team is traveling here today. So you'll have samples of the coffee. You'll be able to order it, all the different blends. Our current fall collection, which is our Harlem collection for where I am from. As much as I love Chicago. And then our Christmas collection as well, you'll be able to order. And so I'll also be speaking on the women's main stage tomorrow, and then on Sunday at the Food Expo stage.
Awesome.
So great.
That's so
It's so
exciting.
nice
It's
to
so
meet
good to
you.
see you
Yeah.
reinventing yourself.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have
It's
to.
such
I
a
think
good
that
model
keeps
for
it-
women to watch.
Thank you for humanity, honestly,
Absolutely.
because you have to keep inventing yourself if you want to stay just interesting. Never mind relevant.
Right.
Just if you want to stay interesting to yourself. So I think it's a part of wellness. I think it's a part of just being smart and being interesting.
Yeah. Keep it moving, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fantastic.
Exactly.
So
Thank
great to
you.
meet you.
It's great to meet you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for coming in.
Great
Thank
coffee.
you.
I'm going to keep it the whole show.
Thank you.